What's up, everybody? It's Sports Babble with Miles and Quinn here. Today's the 28th, and it's our 18th episode. 18th. It's funny to say. All right, we got a fantastic show coming up for you after our first commercial, and our first commercial is usually the shortest one. So stick around, and you'll hear more facts.
Coming soon to Sports Babble Network, we have the all-new design, Chair Up. Chair Up is a design that lets you go up in your chair without having to do all that work to stand up and sit back down. So picture this. You're sitting in your chair and you want to go down to get to that perfect height, but then you go too far and you want to go back up, but you don't want to have to stand up, pull the lever, and sit back down. That's what Chair Up's for. You can just pull one lever, and there you are, going up to the stars. So cheer up for Chair Up.
Hello, Professor Dewindle here to talk about Cheer Up. Side effects from Cheer Up may cause death because fumes coming out of Cheer Up is toxic. But don't forget to cheer up for Cheer Up.
Courtesy of Morning Light Music for making this awesome sound. And remember, one last time, cheer up for Chair Up.
That was a great word from our sponsors, and we're not Cheer Up, but you should still cheer up because it's Sports Babble with Miles and Quinn. Here we are, back again. So, Quinn, would you like to talk to us about YouTube Plague?
I would.
Sorry, YouTube Plug.
That says plug, Miles. All right. Well, so before we get into explaining the show and everything, we just want to plug all of our socials and, of course, YouTube, what you are watching on right now. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on the notification bell to never miss an upload, hit all. Do those 4 things, and that would really help us out, give us that boost of confidence. And, if you're liked and subscribed, you may win one of these. What's that, may you ask? That's a Ferrari. More on that later, though. Let's put that away for right now. I know you're intrigued, but that's okay. All right, so make sure like and subscribe. Want to tell them about the main topic, Miles?
Yes. So our main topic is, of course, injuries. We've all had them, whether it's playing football or slipping on the soap you dropped in the shower. We've all had injuries. Of course, that's never happened to me.
Yeah, we've all had injuries, but I don't think we've had this many in a long, long time.
Well, not the Patriots. We haven't had a single player have to leave the field because of injuries.
Yeah, unlike the rest of the teams. Coming into the end of week 2, there were over 51 injuries in the league. That is a lot. That's a crazy amount of injuries. Obviously, injuries are part of the game, but this many is kind of absurd. We're used to offensive linemen getting injured, defensive linemen, maybe some middle linebackers. But all these injuries that we've been having, it's super ridiculous. So you want to start talking about that now, or do you want to do some of our other information?
Well, the injuries are pretty insane, right? But what is the main ones? Is it
what do you mean, position?
Torn ACL.
Torn ACL. Is that the main?
I'd say, yeah.
I'd say a lot of
Hamstring.
injuries. There's a lot of also ankle like twisting your ankle, because with cleats it's super easy to like, your foot can easily like go like this with the cleat part of the cleat. So ankle injuries are also very common.
In the NFL, I'd say the four most common injuries are ACL, hamstring, ankle, and knee, because it is football, and of course there are low tackles, and your cleats get stuck, so you plant it and your knee turns in an awkward way. I did remember that one Patriot had thumb surgery, but I don't think that was really that related to, like injury on the field. So still, we're the best.
Yeah, but Miles, do you want to talk about some of our other information, or do you want to start talking about the main topic?
Yo call.
Noah, your call.
I feel like we could talk about, Instagram.
All right. So we already talked about the YouTube plug. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on the notification bell to never miss an upload. We upload once a week normally. If we don't, it's tough for us. School started a little while ago for us, so we got some things going on. But most likely we will post once a week, probably on the weekend, around the weekend time when football's going on. So we talked about YouTube. Instagram. Miles, I'll let you talk about the Instagram.
So as you know, Sports Babble is paired with another company called Bacon Bros, and we're really working on that despite some roadblocks we've had. And the company that owns them both is called The Real Pigskin. So there's an Instagram account created called The Real Pigskin. We pretty much just post big things in sports news and pictures of bacon and like bacon pizza and like bacon.
Just bacon,
yeah,
football,
in general,
sports.
Yeah. So bacon and sports are really what we talk about, and sometimes about Sports Babble or Bacon Bros, big things happening there. We'd appreciate some more followers, just so we could, I don't know, kind of mumbling there. We will sometimes post updates there as well as on our website and YouTube channel about if we're not able to post this week or something like that, or if something went wrong when recording, or just big sports news. So go ahead there, give us a follow, like some of our posts, and yeah, it's just awesome.
And isn't it where you could find, say if I wanted to watch a new episode, but I forgot what day it was, couldn't you find it on that Real Pigskin account?
Yeah, I'm planning to start posting pictures and linking in Sports Babble YouTube channel there. So, just sending reminders of what day we're going to post on and that sort of thing.
Also, I have an Instagram account where I do sometimes update about Sports Babble. That Instagram is QuinnDog_MG28, I believe. I believe that's correct. So you can also go look at that if you want, some more updates. But the main one would be The Real Pigskin. So Instagram, check out. YouTube, I mean, you've already checked it out because you're watching it right now.
Yeah, if you're not, then do it.
Sports. Miles, do you want to talk about the picks?
Yeah, so like Quinn was talking about his Instagram account, that is usually where he'll put like picks and sort of that thing, where we have a website where we do all the matchups and you pick and you see who wins. So Quinn will usually remind everybody about that on his Instagram account. So you can just go over there, you put in your email, you put in your name, then you pick all the teams and submit it. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah,
you put that out there.
You gotta, takes a lot of thinking. Sometimes there's some difficult games that you gotta pick between. So, but I showed you the car earlier. I'll show you the car one more time right here. So this, in our last episode, I believe, we mentioned we were giving away a Ferrari. Here's your Ferrari. So basically, this is a week just to let you guys know. But in week 4, so next week, probably on this episode update, where you can check it out on our website, sportsbabblevt.com, we will probably post the week 4 picks. So you just click on that link and you fill out a super simple Google form where you write your name, your email, and you fill out who you think will win each game. And at the end of week 4, once we figure out who won every game, we'll go through and we'll see who got the most right. And whoever got the most right, we'll figure out a way to get this sent to you at home. So normally we have like 6 or 7 picks. Hopefully we can up that with you guys listening. So go where you can find the picks is on our website, sportsbabblevt.com. Please go check that out. So, whoever wins week 4 will get a chance to win this Ferrari. And then this will keep going. Week 5, we have another car. This is a 65 Mustang.
Woo!
Look at this bad boy. So week 5, whoever wins the most will get this car. Week 6, you can win your very own McLaren. Look at that. So week 6, whoever wins get this. And
Maybe the
we'll
smallest, but it's the best.
we may not do this every week. We'll probably do this for a little while. If you guys really like it, we'll definitely keep it going. So yeah, let us know in the comments if you want us to really keep this going. So we'll have Noah take these. Yeah, you see them all right here. We got the McLaren, the 65 Mustang, and the Ferrari F40. So make sure to keep choosing your picks to get a chance to win some of these cars. And if there's a tie, don't worry, we'll figure it out. We haven't run into that problem yet, but if we do,
Cross that bridge
we'll
when
get
we come
it.
to it.
Yes, exactly. So that's our picks update.
All right.
So if you guys didn't know, we have a fantasy league going on called, I don't know, it's like Sports Babble Fantasy. So I think there's 6 different teams in our league. Yep, Miles is showing you right there. So fantasy, there's our fantasy league. Miles has a team, I have a team, Noah has a team. I think our dad has a team who's been helping us a lot, and 2 of our friends have a team. So every week, as you know in fantasy, you match up. You go against someone else. And so, yeah, we're just a quick update. Miles is in first place.
I have over double the points of the person in last place.
That's
Sorry.
who's in last place. Someone along the name of EP. I told you guys this last week.
Well, because
Executive producers.
It's because of Stefan Diggs.
Yeah, I put Diggs on my bench on accident. But anyway, it's fun. Like
Yeah,
Quinn's
a
saying.
lot of fun. So Miles is in first place, I believe. One of our friends, Finney, I believe is in second place. Our dad is in third.
Correct.
Our other friend Camden is in 4th. I'm in 5th, and Noah's in 6th.
Ouch.
So that's standings. That may change. So we'll keep you updated with that. So that's just kind of a quick thing. Make sure to comment if you want us to keep updating you with this kind of stuff, because we will definitely keep doing that. Now, I'd say we get back to the main topic. What do you say, Miles?
Yes, injuries. So injuries plague teams. It's what loses football games. I mean, we all remember when Patrick Mahomes got hurt and the Chiefs just went downhill. They were like trying to throw the ball, but they couldn't. And then they were trying to catch the ball, but they couldn't. And meanwhile, Patrick Mahomes was just like sitting on the bench, and he was sad. We saw that his replacement definitely wasn't even as close to as good as he was. So I think that is a huge part of teams' like winningness. Like the 49ers had a bunch of injuries. They still won, but that's just because the Giants are like real bad.
Giants also did deal with some injuries, though I'd like to mention. One major one. Their best player on their team, Saquon Barkley, tore his ACL. I don't think if he wasn't injured, I don't think they would have won that game. I don't think that would have changed the whole course of the game. But he is injured. It may play a little part into it. But, 49, you started to mention Patrick Mahomes got injured, I think, last year, right? I think he hurt his knee.
Dislocated it.
Yeah, he dislocated his knee against the Broncos, I believe.
Quarterback sneak.
And, yeah. So his backup went in. And Miles mentioned his backup
Matt
was
Moore.
nowhere near as good as Patrick Mahomes. For the 49ers, though, that was kind of a little different. Jimmy Garoppolo injured. What is he? Did he injure his chest?
I don't remember.
I thought it was an ankle injury.
We can't tell you on the spot. Sorry,
That's
but
classified.
Jimmy Garoppolo got injured, and his backup
Nick
Nick
Mullins.
Mullen went in, and Nick Mullins played phenomenal. He threw for over 300 yards.
343 yards.
343 yards. Boom! You've heard it from Miles. Miles, take it away. You talk.
He didn't throw for any interceptions. I believe he threw for 1 or 2 touchdowns. The 49ers did have 2 more injuries, but their defense came up well. It got an interception and a fumble recovery, but, I mean, it's the Giants, so that's bad when you're playing the Giants. Anywho, so, yeah, the 49ers still played pretty well. George Kittle's replacement, the tight end, also got injured, so that's sort of rough for the 49ers.
Yeah, you may have seen Nick Mullins went to throw a touchdown pass to Jordan Reed, George Kittle's
Number
the
2.
backup tight end. Yeah, but he did injure his ankle on that play, so he's injured. It seemed like towards when he was going to the locker room, he was holding his right knee, so maybe that injury went up to his knee. More information on that in a future episode, maybe, if you guys want it. Maybe in the Sports Battle post. Giants, though, I mean, not that great.
Didn't even score a touchdown.
Well, also, another injury on the 49ers. Nick Bosa got hurt. One of the best defensive ends in the league.
He's out for the year.
He's
ACL
out for
just
the
gone.
Yeah, he's out for the year.
Gone.
Torn ACL. No
just
longer
tore it.
playing this year. Big bummer for the 49ers considering he's one of the better defensive ends in the league.
I'd say he's probably one of top 15, if not top 10.
Raheem Mostert also got injured.
He's questionable for next week.
He's questionable.
Did not play yesterday though.
Yeah, he didn't play yesterday. He got injured in week 1 or 2. In week 2, out for 1 week. Not a huge injury, but still could affect their team. Just could affect the mentality of the team. So you kind of heard it just barely. The 49ers have had a lot of injuries on their team. There's definitely been a lot of injuries, but I think out of all the teams, the 49ers have had the most, and I think they've also dealt with it the best, considering they got 36 points yesterday. So the 49ers, although they had many injuries, they dealt with their situation very well. There were also many more injuries in the league, though. Denver Broncos had some. Von Miller, out for the season. Cortland Sutton, I think
2 or 3 weeks, maybe?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
out
on
for a little
IR,
while.
so he should be out for 3 weeks.
Drew Lock injured his chest, I believe. He's out.
3 weeks
That's
injured
3
reserve.
of the better Broncos
Broncos.
players that are all out for right now. Is the Broncos backup Joe Flacco?
It's Jeff Driscoll.
Okay, if it was Joe Flacco, I would have been very sad for that team. So Broncos, some injuries.
He won a Super Bowl.
Panthers had an injury. Christian McCaffrey, probably the best running back in the league. He injured his ankle.
He's
out for 3 weeks. For those of you who picked Christian McCaffrey number 1, I'm sorry.
Michael Thomas,
I think he injured his hamstring or his ankle. Chris Godwin's questionable. George Kittle, we talked about, was questionable.
Mike Evans was questionable week 2, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah, he did end up playing in week 3. Did play pretty well. 2 touchdowns from, pretty close in.
from
but
1 yard
still,
and 3 yards.
2 touchdowns, still very, very great.
And I have to say, for anybody's fantasy team, almost any at least one player on their team.
Javante Adams, he's out.
Yeah, at least one player on their team
Or he's
either has an inactive sign next to them or a questionable sign next to them due to injuries.
Yeah, probably if you play fantasy football, probably one of your players is probably most definitely injured. Like Julio Jones, that's one that we missed. Probably a top 10 wide receiver in the league. He's injured. He didn't play week 2 just to make sure that he's all healthy. I think he is coming in, or he didn't play week 3, I meant. I'm pretty sure he's coming in and playing week 4. We're not quite sure. But Julio Jones, injured. Devontae Adams, like Miles said, injured. So you guys are kind of hearing the theme. Everyone's just getting injured. And what do you think it is? What's the deal?
Yeah, that's quite strange. I also had to mention A.J. Terrell, the cornerback for the Atlanta Falcons, first player this year to not play in a game because of COVID-19. Plays for the Atlanta Falcons. They still played. It doesn't look like anybody else on their team tested positive. A.J. Terrell will be out for at least 3 games. I'd probably go on the safer side and go with like 4 games. So A.J. Terrell, first one in NFL to be out with COVID. And so that may not be a huge impact to the Falcons, but that is still like a major impact to the league, just showing that one got it. It's not going to, hopefully we can only pray that it's not going to lead to, them having to shut their season down, like which happened for a couple NFL teams. But I believe that this shows that, one player here and there could get COVID. And if they do a well enough job containing them, then maybe this season could be a big success.
Also, Seahawks. Miles has said it a lot. I'm starting to ride Miles' train. Seahawks, Miles is saying, is a Super Bowl contender to lose in the Super Bowl. I'm starting to ride that train. Russell Wilson playing some of the best football he's ever played. But will the Seahawks be playing the best football they ever played without their new safety, Jamal Adams, that they just signed a big contract with? Jamal Adams, I believe, hurt his knee. Or, no, he had a groin injury. And so he will be out for a couple of weeks, maybe like 2, maybe 3 weeks. He will be out for. So that's a big problem considering the Seahawks defense is not very great. Jamal Adams was a big addition, and now that he's hurt, that stinks. And also the Seahawks running back, is it Carlos Hyde?
Chris Carson. No,
Chris Carson.
Carlos Hyde.
One of the two got hurt, I believe. Yeah, not sure, but they got hurt. So that's a big bummer also for the Seahawks losing him. Since I'm a Giants fan, I'm going to say this. The Giants would be the best team in the league if they hadn't injured only 3 players. The Giants, Saquon Barkley, as most of you heard, tore his ACL.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram isn't hurt. Sterling Shepard injured his toe.
Same person.
And Jabril Peppers, the Giants safety, got injured. Exactly. But, Miles is always saying, Giants are so bad. Miles, do you know I heard this on the game yesterday? The Giants are the best in the league for first down stops. For least amount of yardage gained on first down. They're the best in the league. Want to know what place they are?
No.
On
We
third
don't have
down?
to. We don't have to go over that, Quinn. We're just best in the league for first down.
Want to know? Yeah, but
Quinn, does it matter that you're so good at first downs if on second down you average like over 6 yards?
want to know?
And on third down you average over 6 yards?
Want to know who we are on third down?
31st.
30th.
Oh, I was so close. Ouch. Actually, that's really bad. Aren't the Patriots like 4th?
I don't know. But they're not first. Woo-hoo! Yes.
Speaking of bad, the Giants division is all bad. I mean, the Giants have a pretty good shot at doing good, even though right now, if they lose 13 games in a row, they're 0-16. So what's happening here for the Giants that's so bad is the leader in their division has 1 win.
Yeah, the Giants division.
Ouch.
This is a little off topic, but it may have to do with injuries, considering
How bad
The
your division is.
Redskins probably weren't
Washington
gonna
football
do
team?
very. Sorry, sue me. The Washington football team probably weren't gonna do very good anyways, but their first round pick Chase Young did end up getting injured, so that will come to impact them. Big first round pick getting injured stinks for him, but injuries may have taken this division down, but this division wasn't great overall.
Not the Cowboys. They have
This-
no injuries, and they're
yeah,
still so
but-
bad.
This division, not doing very well. Giants 0-3, Redskins 1-2, Eagles 1-1
Nope.
1-1.
0-1.
Oh,
0-2 and 1.
0-2-1, tied to the
That's
Bengals.
worse.
Cowboys 1-2.
Yeah, that's just bad. If all the best players from that division played against the Seahawks, they'd still lose.
Wait, does that put the Eagles in first place then?
No, it puts the Cowboys in first place because the Eagles have no wins, 2
Oh, yeah,
losses
that's
in
true.
one time, and they have and the Redskins and the Cowboys have more wins and the same amount of losses.
So that division is hurting. But, I think we've pretty much gone over injuries the most we could. A lot of people, we couldn't think of we can't think of any more off the top of our heads right now, I don't think. Oh, actually, I just did get one. Change that thought. Jared Cook.
He got injured.
He got
yeah.
injured. Stinks because he's my backup tight end. I have George Kittle and Jared Cook. They're
Ah.
both hurt. So he also got injured. So going through that, that's a bunch, just so many injuries in the first 3 weeks. That's super crazy. So yeah.
I think that'll be it for the first half of our show. Let's go into commercial breaks, boys.
Yeah, we'll see you for listener questions, trivia, local sports, and much more.
Dun-dun-dun.
Bum, 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 bum. Some
Technical difficulty.
technical difficulties, we'll distract you. Did you know Miles gets 4 haircuts a day? Fun fact.
I didn't even know that.
Did you know Miles is wearing socks? Whew. That's a
I knew
funny
that.
story. We'll see you after these words from some of our sponsors. We'll be back. Bye.
Sorry, I cut you off there, Gwen,
Creepy case, it's a pillowcase. Creepy case, it's our face. Everywhere you'll ever go, people will say, people will know. That's creepy case, it's their face. Creepy case, the pillowcase. We're the best, we help you rest. Everything is great. We can help you sleep better. Ish. Kind of not. Oh wait, we're hot. Creepy case. We help you sleep, 'cause it's our face. Every day, every way, we help you sleep and we help you play.
Acting up for us to settle on our penny loss.
Whether a scrape on your knee or a boo-boo on your arm, we at Kid Clinic are here for your needs. Our entire staff of doctors, nurses, and practitioners have graduated from the highest levels of elementary education. And, most of all, we care. We care. We care.
Wait, you're just a kid.
Relax, Mr. Schwartz. I'm a Band-Aid expert. Working at the Kid Clinic has been a dream come true and a huge step for my career. And recess is always fun. Thank you, Kid Clinic.
What's up, people? It's me, the awesome one. Anyway, that was a great word for our sponsors, and it's local sports time.
Local sports. Okay, so that was. I thought you guys did a pretty good job on injuries. It's kind of crazy with injuries. It's a crazy year.
Yeah, it's definitely. If this keeps up, the league's gonna have to stop early.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so for local sports, we don't have that many injuries as I know as the NFL does. But I think last episode I did go over how the governor has released stage 3, which is meaning we can now do scrimmages / sports, but we still have to wear masks and practice the 6 feet distancing part of like sports babble, or not sports babble, of sports itself. Another crazy thing is that only 2 family members can go to a soccer game. So you can't say, if it would be my soccer game and say Quinn wanted to come, my dad and my mom, they couldn't do that. Either it would probably be Quinn would have to stay home, right, Quinn? So
Also,
Why don't you leave me out?
kids aren't allowed to go to sports games unless they're related to the person playing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy because usually that's like where children loiter, especially at basketball games, you know?
Yeah, basketball games, like Miles just said, basketball games is probably going to be pretty crazy. I doubt it's going to happen because it is in an enclosed area. It's going to be when cases are going to go up during the winter. It's kind of hard to wear a mask, and there's more. I feel like it's more high contact than soccer is because it's spaced out.
And you're all touching the same ball, and it's indoors, so wearing gloves probably isn't going to work.
Yeah, and you are all touching the same ball in soccer, but you are using your feet and you're wearing shoes. You know, in basketball, you're using your hands, shooting the ball. You're guarding the person. If you go to take the ball and you accidentally hit them, you know, it'd be so difficult to play. I really doubt they're going to have it. Soccer's definitely a little bit easier considering you use your feet for most of it, unless you're a goalie, but you wear goalie gloves.
Unless like the cases really, really go down.
Yeah, unless there's like a major like downfall in cases, which Vermont has very few, not very many, but I don't think still
it's going to be tough. But
yeah.
At least we have soccer games going on or about to go on, and that's pretty good.
And we have football.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys want to move on to listener questions?
Yes.
Yeah. Listener cues.
Jinx, you, Miko.
Hit it.
No, I don't. Okay.
Whoa.
So number 1. So if I'm actually gonna kind of go back to this. We've kind of gone away from it for a little bit, or I have. I've been writing down the listener questions, so I'm kind of the listener in a way, but you guys are too listening at home. So if you have any listener questions that you want me to ask on the show, make sure to email, or you can comment on below the show. And we did have a caller last one from the bench, and I thought that was great. If you want to call in, email, comment, whatever it takes to just get in touch with either me, Miles, or Quinn.
Yeah. That email that you can email is sportsbabblevt@gmail.com. No caps, no numbers, obviously, because I didn't say any numbers.
All lower cases, no spaces. Wait, actually, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, that's
okay, that's true.
completely true.
Yes.
So yeah, sportsbabblevt@gmail.com. Email that if you want to either be in a show, you have a listener question for us. It doesn't have to be about the topic either.
I don't know if they can be on the show or in the show like you said, but
it will probably be call-in. We probably can't have you here with our situation.
Okay.
Because of COVID.
Stupid COVID.
But so yeah,
let's get into listener questions.
Listener questions. Okay. So, number 1, how do you think injuries are affecting the teams? Do you think it's kind of helping them kind of get like the next person in line a little more chance to play a little more, or do you think it's not really their favor.
I kind of said it before. Some teams are being majorly affected in a large way by their team. Their team just isn't playing the same. But that's not the situation for the 49ers. Like I said before, they're kind of not forgetting about it, but I can't really explain it. They're sort of ignoring the injuries, and they're just playing like they have a full team. You know, they're just playing to their best, even with what they have.
Yeah, that's a great way to sum it up, Quinn. The 49ers are doing their best with the resources they have, and we don't know how good they're going to do because, quite frankly, they've just played a bad team, and we really won't know how good they're going to be because next week they're playing the Dolphins, who are bad. So, I don't know. It's going to be sort of weird, and I don't know. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, until they play a half-decent team, it's kind of tough to see how good they're doing with the situation they have. But to right now, it looks like they're doing very well.
Did you just say the Giants aren't a half-decent team?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
Okay, number
confidence.
2. This kind of is a thing that we went over a little bit, but what injury do you think is like most impactful? I don't know if that's the right term to use, but impacts the team the most. Like ACL, obviously you take out the player for the entire year.
Yeah,
but
I'd probably say torn ACL because that is guaranteed to probably guaranteed to take them out for the rest of the season. The rest of the injuries, like an ankle injury, like if it's a high ankle sprain, maybe like 4 to 5 weeks. Just an ankle injury, just a normal ankle sprain, maybe like 3 weeks. Some of the other injuries, like 2 to 3 weeks. But with torn ACL, you're done. You're not coming back in. So that's probably the most impactful injury.
I'd say it was if it's a quarterback, broken arm, because they will probably never throw the same way again, and they won't be able to play that entire year. So that's not only affecting them this year in the short term, but in the long run, it's going to affect them. They're going to have to use draft picks differently. So I'd say quarterback, broken arm, or I would say wide receiver, broken knee, because they're never going to run the same way again.
Can you break your knee? How do you break your knee? Because
remember
a knee's not a bone.
Joe Theismann, the
A
bone
knee
popped
isn't-
out.
A knee isn't a bone.
The bone popped out of the skin. Remember that
It's
happened
like
to
a-
Alex Smith
it's like-
too.
or-
so like
anyways.
a broken leg.
Yeah, whatever, same thing. You have a knee on your leg, whatever, same thing.
But
right, guys?
what do you think, like, so far this year, injuries that happened?
Torn ACL, probably.
Yeah, ACL. Okay, so that's it for listener cues.
It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, where some will cry and some will die. It's called trivia.
Yo, Miles, you've never said that I don't know, punchline, I guess, before, but I kind of like that. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, that was a spot that was just like in the old brain.
Yeah,
Okay.
some will cry,
Alright.
some will die. This is the most liked part of the show, trivia.
Well,
Yep.
we assume nobody's actually told us.
Yeah, no one's told us, but it's our favorite part. We all laugh, hopefully, if you just watch and sit there.
Put it in the comments.
know.
What's your favorite part of the show?
Yeah. No, we're coming over there. Yeah.
I can't hold the back of that. Okay, here we go.
Here's the
Alright.
Forbidden Patriots helmet that
I'll just
only,
give you the helmet already.
The only situation I ever
no,
put that
it's
on.
gonna be a difficult one.
The only situation I've ever put that on is for trivia.
who has the
guaranteed.
least amount of trivia questions wrong?
You.
You know
because
what?
you don't.
Someone,
No. Between you two.
Someone-
Probably Quinn.
someone
I'd
put
imagine.
that together, please. That would actually be really amazing. Go through our episodes if you would like, and see what the stats are for trivia questions.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. Go.
Okay, so I know you guys didn't like the last one, but
Last one was hard. Hard.
I gave you guys a little bit of a hint, and I think you all watched this game. The Titans game was you didn't really watch.
Yeah.
That
last
game was at
time.
like 10:30.
Yeah. It was so late.
Okay, I
Also, there were
believe
2 games on.
yeah.
So, like,
So this
after you
is
watch one, you're like,
for
who cares?
week 2. Yeah, week 2.
Oh,
Was yesterday week 2?
no.
No, week
Ah,
yesterday. This is we're in week 3 right now.
Alright. Yeah.
So week 2. What was the score of the Pats and Seahawks game? Hint: it was a 5-point game.
no. Quinn, I'm gonna let you go first.
It's above 20. Below 40.
Both scores above 20.
Both scores it's a 5-point game. Above 20, below 40.
All right, I got it. 27 to 22.
27 to 22. Miles. Oh, jeez.
Did I get it?
I
think I got it.
I remember I was really disappointed in it. Oh, wait, I wrote it down, and I know it. 35 to 30.
You wrote it down.
Yeah.
Miles.
I wrote it down on my calendar. That's what I always do, except for yesterday. I forgot to.
Okay. So, Miles, even though you cheated, you got it right.
I wasn't cheating if I didn't know you were going to ask me.
Okay, Miles, you got it right. Quinn, you got it wrong. It was 35 to 30. What team actually won?
The Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks.
Wait, no, you said the Raider Seahawks. No, you said Seahawks.
And that wasn't the right answer for the Raiders game either, or the Patriots Dolphins
Or
game.
any game.
Was any game that scored?
Okay,
Watch Quinn
Miles.
like next week.
Next week, Miles. I don't think you can write it down on your calendar.
Well, is it going to be a Patriots game? Because I'm going to.
Okay, I won't use.
Just
Patriots
don't use
games.
Patriots
Okay,
game.
got it. Okay, so let's do.
You gave him an unfair advantage. He's a Patriots fan.
Well, I knew the Giants score anyway.
Well, yeah, because they lost absurdly. It's not that hard, Miles. It was like 97 to 2.
Okay.
Which time?
Okay, let's do a little helmet slap, and then we're gonna move on to a little recap of what happened. Okay.
Who would like to go first? I don't
Quinn
want to
would.
slap Noah on the head.
Okay. Come over here, Miles. I know it's a one thing is I know the camera isn't the best for my view because I'm using this computer cam, but I think a little bit we can try, or we might try to get a different cam for my thing. Quinn, do you want to do a commentation? Okay,
Wait,
thanks.
am I getting my helmet slap?
No,
I'll do some quick commentary. Hello guys, welcome to Sports Battle with Quinn. Just Quinn here. Noah's putting on the helmet. Subject, you guys can see. So subject is kneeling. Miles is getting ready. Oh, windmill. Oh, that was a terrible slap.
You can do it again.
That was so bad. Dude, no. Hit him harder.
Ooh.
This is the worst helmet slap section we've ever had. Miles is now continuing to beat Noah with a metal bat. All right, I'm coming over to slap Noah now.
No, God.
Wait, why is Noah get to slap Noah? What? All right, guys, it's me, your favorite little sports battle. Oh no, I got the cables. Okay, anyway, so other than that physical difficulty, here we go. It's Sports Battle with Miles here. And Quinn can't see right now. As you can see, he is leaning down.
Little twirl.
Oh, yeah. The 360 view.
All right, here we go. Quinn, Noah. Here they go. On the ground, Quinn is kneeling. Noah is repeatedly pushing Quinn down. And here we go.
No, you need to go this way.
Here we go. We're about to see the hardest hit of 2020. All right, here we go. Mushroom cloud.
No!
And the mushroom cloud goes up. Noah just beat Quinn to it. Oh, Quinn is now knocked down. He's out cold. Noah is now Mason Rudolph. Noah is now Miles. They are now reenacting. Noah is Myles Garrett. Quinn is Mason Rudolph.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was fun. Not really. I didn't beat Noah hard enough.
Yeah, Noah's like...
Do you guys want to do a quick recap?
All right. So recap. We did the intro. We did the YouTube plug. We did Instagram. We did the Sports Bubble website. We did the picks/toy car. We did our fantasy team. We did the main topic. We did how it affects fantasy teams. We did how it affects football. We did chemical brewing commercial break. We did local sports. We did listener questions. We did trivia. We did quick recap. We did beating, and we are gonna do the outro now. So, if you want to win this sweet car, go over, subscribe, follow Quinn, and follow me on Instagram. You'll get to make your picks. You'll lose.
Yeah. So just make sure
We also created a new catchphrase.
insert your picks to be able to try and win this car. This is a great car. You know, we have many more cars in line for future weeks. So keep this going. Like, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, tell your moms, friends, dogs, to brothers subscribe.
Tell your mom's book club.
Just everyone subscribe, right?
Yeah, all right. Subscribe.
We'll see you next time on Sports Battle with Miles and Quinn.
Bye.